Hello farm friends! Today I'm presenting you a long anticipated video of the twins being born. Lainey is almost 7 months old now, so not only are we going to watch her birth, but we will also watch her grow into a strong, healthy little baby. Right now we're looking at Brandy. This is the twins' mom. She is a 15-year-old standard-bred mare. She has never raced. She's just a little thing. She's about 14'1", so I assume that's why she was never raced, just because she's so short. She's a lovely mare, and I do a lot of long-distance trail rides with her. Ever since I brought this mare home, I wanted a baby from her. We will talk a little more about that later. So I hate the term trigger warning, but I'm going to use it anyway. Only one of the twins survived. And it's just kind of a difficult birth, so my father had to go in and pull both of the babies out, so it's a little, not gruesome, but it's a little gross. It's a little freaky. So, just forewarning, there's a lot of footage of both of the twins, and you can see that one of them was just super underdeveloped. The vet said if she was able to hold on to the babies for 2 more weeks that he might have stood a chance. However, it just didn't work out. So now we are looking at the father of all of my other babies. He is an Appaloosa Clyde cross. He's a pretty cool guy. He's super athletic. Originally, I wanted to breed to his father, who is registered Appaloosa. However, didn't work out. And my father ended up buying this guy for us. And so now I'm using him as a stud. And it ended up being more what I wanted anyway because of the Clyde in him. It makes him just really chill and very sturdy, nice thick legs, which is great when you're working in the woods and stuff like I do. So yeah, he's a super cool guy. I love an Appaloosa cross. All of my favorite horses are Appaloosa crosses. I've got an Appaloosa Arabian, an Appaloosa Halflinger, and now I've got Appaloosa Clyde and a couple other mixtures in my babies, and they're awesome. To each their own, but I love myself a good mutt. So this is Brandy a couple days before she had the babies. I'm giving her a scratch, and she is scratching my chair in return. Super cute. So we knew something wasn't quite right when Brandy was leaking milk for almost a week before she had the babies. I consulted the vet, and we were monitoring her. I was sleeping in the barn and checking on her through the night, and eventually the morning of June 2nd, she started to have the babies. So you can see there's a little bit of slime coming out of her there. I watched her for probably an hour and nothing was happening, so my father went in after the babies. I also want to add in there that we are cattle farmers. We've got hundreds of calvings under our belts, and we've also had a few horse births over the years. So this was something that was not new to us. Oh, there goes Dad. So this is the first baby. This is Lainey coming out right now. So you can see how absolutely tiny she is. We quickly realized that she was way too small for the size of that belly. So he goes back in for the other baby, and sure enough, he was in there.
Work's not done yet, darling. There you go. His foot is coming with him.
You mean his back foot is coming out?
Oh, damn it. Oh, no.
She's trying to push.
pull on him.
So you can see the second baby, he is very under-muscled. I was being very optimistic. I was hoping that he was gonna spring to life like the other one. However, he just did not have enough muscle to breathe on his own. We took turns giving him CPR, and we would pump him full of air, and he would blink and move around a little bit, but unfortunately he just was way too tiny. So this was the little boy.
Little girl over here.
We named him Wilson.
Little boy.
And the other one, well, her name's Lainey.
He wasn't breathing.
But you can see he was just so tiny. I was really hoping that he would spring to life, but he did not.
Okay,
Brandy was doing some funny things here. You can see that she was biting at him. It's like she was testing to see if he was going to wake up too. So here I am, trying to give him a little bit of air. So the vet was on the way at this point. I called her and told her that we had twins. So she was about an hour away. So we worked on them until she arrived.
Better.
So once she arrived, it kind of confirmed what we were already thinking. He was just too small. We did a couple little tests, but there was nothing more that we could do. But luckily, twin number one, she was very spunky and full of life. We worked on Wilson for about 3 hours before we decided that there was nothing more that we could do for him.
Get up. I'll help you. Don't help yet. Right up in the air space. Easy. Easy. There we go. Big solid.
For your big girls before you start using the tractor for...
Oh, are they out?
I can't. If you put it in the feeder last time, then yeah, it looks like they're out.
Yeah.
A little bit around the feeder, but... Not a whole lot in it.
So here's Lane a couple days later. She is pretty spunky for a little rig. She was, oh yeah, she was just crazy. I had never seen a baby so small in all of my life. So we weren't really out of the woods yet. We had some complications along the way. First she was pooping too much, and then she wouldn't poop at all. And because she was so teeny tiny, I had to keep her in the barn until she was strong enough that she could walk. So in these clips here, she's, I want to say maybe 3 weeks old. I didn't get as much filming of her while she was growing as I wanted to. I was so busy keeping her alive that I forgot to get some clips. But you can see she's got a little hitch in her step there. She walked with a little bit of a limp there for a little while. But she eventually came out of it, which is good. As time went on, she got stronger and stronger. I mentioned before that Brandy leaked milk for a week before she had the baby. But, well, I guess babies. Her colostrum was still good when the babies were born, because that was initially a worry at first, but the vet tested her and her colostrum was good. And it took a couple days of bottle feeding her because she was just so teeny tiny, but she eventually figured it out. Me and my friend Julie, we worked on her quite a bit, and my mom also helped, and we got her nursing, and then she was perfect ever since then. So I'll tell you the funny story in how I did not realize that Brandy was pregnant. So I had turned Brandy out with the stud the following spring, and he wouldn't breed her. He was chasing her all around and tormenting her, and I was like, what is going on? He would not breed her, no way. So I took her back out of there, and I was like, okay, well, I guess this is a lost cause. And I didn't think anything more of it. I was kind of disappointed because this was my dream baby that I wanted from this mare. So anyways, some time had passed and I was watching Brandy out in the field and I was like, oh my god, that thing is huge. We had the vet out preg checking some of my father's draft horses, and I was going to get her ultrasounded, and the ultrasound machine, the battery died before we got to her. So my vet was like, yeah, she's pretty big. I bet you she's bred. And I was like, okay, cool. So then the mystery was, well, when did she get bred? Now, earlier that spring, before I had even turned her out with the stud, I had my stud in a pen up by the road. And I don't know if somebody did this just to be cute, or they did this because they didn't like to see the horse standing up there by himself, or what the deal was, but somebody drove in off the road and knocked down my fence post, and you could see the tire tracks where somebody had drove in and knocked over the post and backed up again. So when I came out in the morning, my stud was out in the pasture with all of the other horses, but he was standing there being pretty quiet. I didn't think anything of it, but turns out he had bred the mare that I wanted him to breed. So now let me introduce you to Lainey's half-brother, Jet. Jet is a full sibling of Cosmo, which was the baby that was born last year, to Dixie. Dixie is their mom. So Jet was born at the end of July. He was born on the 25th. He was also kind of a surprise baby. I could tell you that story another time. Kind of funny. But yeah, he is lovely. He's a little buckskin baby. And him and Lainey are besties. They go everywhere together. Super cute. I've been so lucky. Every year that I have babies, I end up with 2. So they are always best buddies, hanging out together. So here they are out in the big field. You can see Lainey is growing like crazy. She's super cute with that speckly bum. I can't wait to see how she sheds out next year. She is super strong and moves just incredible. She is precious. And here she is now. I took this video a couple weeks ago. So she's, she's 6 months old in this clip. She's got lots of hair. I assume she gets that from her dad. And, so I've still got her with the mare. I'm just letting her stay with her as long as she wants. Brandy's already starting to kind of self-wean a little bit. And once Jet is 6 months old, I'll start and wean them together. But where she was so tiny, I'm just letting her stay with the mare as long as she wants, really. So there we have it. Lainey will be 7 months old on December 2nd. She is a lovely little critter. She is strong and fierce and so brave. We love her so much. It is crazy to think that she was ever as small as she was. She's just wonderful. And Jet was also such a blessing for us, especially where Lainey lost her little brother. To gain an extra brother was just wonderful for her. Love that. So now I'll give you a little update on baby Cosmo. This is him right now at 1.5 years old. I had a video of him being born last April. He is an awesome guy. And oh, look at this. This is Rosie. This is also a sibling of everybody. So yeah, she's a cutie patootie, super lazy. Her mom was a French Canadian quarter horse cross, and all these babies have the same father. So Marty is their dad. So they've all got a little bit of Appaloosa in them, which is my favorite. And they are the smartest, most intelligent babies I've ever met. I am obsessed with them. They're super cool. I also wanted to add in there before the video is done that I am breeding only for myself. I am not intending to sell any of these babies. They're all for my own personal use. So I'm just kind of getting started on my YouTube adventures. I'm usually so busy farming that I don't have time to film anything. So it's a learning curve.
Yeah, for sure.
But anyway, if you are interested in horses and farm things, give us a follow. We are always up to something. There's a little bit of everything going on here. Yeah. So thanks for watching, and give us a follow, and I'm going to be hopefully posting more awesome stuff in the future. Thanks!